Yo, what up, everybody? How y'all doing? I know it's been a few days. I been really busy working on other endeavors. As you guys, some of you know that's been following me for a while. Providing free content and financial literacy information, etc. is not the only thing I have going on. However, I wanted to take some time. I got a little bit of time here, so before my next thing, so I definitely want to take some time. So I'm gonna get right on into this because I got other things to do than to be spending my time on this foolery, but I'm going to address it. So this is a hashtag Get Real Woke discussion. And actually, it ain't even a discussion. It's just a message to my haters. You know what I mean? I just want to spend some time with the haters. They want my attention. So I'm going to give you a little bit. So let's go on and get it. So, for my normal followers and subscribers on YouTube and all of that who have been following me for a while now, you probably caught some of the videos. I got the haters out there. This and let me clarify who this is for. These are for the haters. This message right here is for the haters that are overt. That means out front. I know who you are, right? These are for the covert haters, the ones that don't have the courage to put out their name, show their faces, and things like that. This is for the ones preying on my downfall, the ones spending money, paying for my downfall. It's for them too. It's for the ones that are, collectively coming together to try to discredit or undermine who and what I am. This is for y'all too, right? So, let's get right on into this, right? So, as y'all know, from time to time, things come to my table. And, when these things come to my table and I vet them and I find out that they are not legitimate, they are not well structured, they have the potential to do damage to the community. When I see that the intent is clearly and evidently not right, y'all know me, I'm going to go on live, I'm going to put them on blast because that's what I do. And why do I do that? Because I believe strongly that in order for us to be able to grow economically, we have to also protect ourselves from those people, especially the ones that are our own, right, that are trying to come in because they see that people getting PUA, they getting the stimulus checks and things like that are trying to come in and hustle you because of what they think you don't know, right, to try to get your money. So, I have made it my business as part of the hashtag Get Real Woke, hashtag for the free movement, to highlight those organizations and individuals that I discover after vetting, to share them with you, so that way you are aware. And so I think that's very important, that people that have the knowledge, the credentials, the experience, the credibility, come out there and do that. If more of us did that, right, then less of us would get taken advantage of and more of these people would be exposed. But like people like this, they're like cockroaches, right? You step on one and 10 more appear. It's amazing how that works out, right? So, as y'all know, I've got a couple of known haters out there, and I ain't gonna say their names because one thing I'm not finna do is give you no clout and shine on my platform. That's never gonna happen, right? When it's your time to get talked about, then that's when you'll get all the exposure and shine you think you've been looking for that you really don't want. So let's address this. So first and foremost, right? So this is their, because it's really the only thing they can talk about is my past, right? So that's really all they got to work with is my past. And here's the interesting thing about that, right? So let's deal with that, right? So first and foremost, for those of you who have been following me for a long time, or for those of you guys who have spent some time actually looking at my website and, reading it thoroughly through, you'll know that I address this directly myself. I don't hide. I don't duck, right? So it's in my bios. It's in my press kit. It's in my disclosure and disclaimer on my website. It's something that I talk about freely. So it's not like I'm hiding it. So, for my haters out there that think you're exposing something, you've exposed nothing because it's on my social media. I talk about it. Like, I don't duck it. Like, and so, the interesting thing about that is not only is it on all my social media, in my bios, in my press kits, in my disclosures and disclaimers, but I actually wrote a blog about it, right? So it's, it's right on my website, Slave Trading in the 21st Century. And I, talk about the egregious practices of the United States Department of Justice. And I use my case as a prime example of what exactly happens. And so, if you think you're exposing something, unfortunately, you are not. And it is unfortunate that the only thing that you really have to talk about is something that's 8 years old. 8 years old. 8 years. Go figure. 8 years. Now, their narrative is that I was a scammer, am a scammer, all of these great, wonderful things, right? I need them to come to the table with something that is credible to support these assertions, right? But let's deal with it, right? Let's just talk about it, right? So, okay. I have written a blog about this. You guys are free to read the blog, free to read that, spend some time, and check that out, right? Now, you can, you take that for what you want. I mean, I cited references, I cited resources, so you can click on those at the bottom of the blog and you can do your own research, right? And let's not act like, it's not like what happened to me and what I'm talking about in that blog is like some anomaly, like it only happened to me. No, let's not forget that, we are in a country that has created an entire criminal justice construct, a mass incarceration construct with the sole purpose of disenfranchising African American males and females and minority males and females in general. So let's not act like I'm the only one. Like, this is a regular thing. Let's not act like that there are not two different Americas, one for Caucasians and one for everyone else. I mean, we saw that with the storming of the Capitol. Let's be very clear. Like, because them white folks, ain't nothing happened to them, right? A few people got arrested, a few people got sprayed. That was it. Had that been a Black Lives Matter movement, hey man, it would have been body bags, gurneys, and ambulances. Period. So we already know what it is. Like, so it ain't like they haven't disenfranchised and tried to take out prominent figures of our community who don't want to toe the line and do it the way they want to do it and act like gatekeepers for the Black community. It seems like every prominent person that's ever stepped up and tried to actually lead the community, speak to the community, teach the community, and get our community to come together and build real economic empowerment has had faced some sort of adversity. So that's not new, right? That's not news here. So let's not act like that's not really happening, because it is. But okay. All right. So, but let's digress a second and let's step into another side of this, right? Okay. Let's hypothetically say, right? Let's hypothetically say, and what hypothetical means is we're going to create a narrative whereby what these people who are upset, right? Who are upset at this point, right? Who are trying to do all of these things that and talk about old information, right? Let's create a world whereby what they're saying is actually accurate. Let's just pretend for a second that that's actually accurate, which it isn't, but let's just say it is, right? Let's say that what they're saying and what they want to project is accurate. Okay, so then that would mean that back then I was a scammer, right? Okay. So let me ask you a question. Can I ask y'all a question? If that narrative is the narrative that we're going to go with here, then who better to expose a scammer than someone that's been there and done that? Oh, know what I mean? So no matter how you cut this apple right here, hey, you still lose, baby. The haters still lose. And see, in order for your narrative to be accurate, first of all, you have to find, you know what I mean, where the government had a valid conspiracy. You got to find that first. Because last I checked, I was the only person ever charged. Federal law is clear that a conspiracy must be 2 or more people. No one else was ever charged. And no one, including myself, was indicted. I waived my right to indictment and pled guilty on a prosecutor's information, which you can read all about in the blog, right? See, that's the cool part about that. And you can pull the PACER records and verify that I pled guilty on a prosecutor's information and waived my right to indictment. So, you can read all about that, right? So it is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, if you want to go with the narrative of a scammer, then if that is the case, and if that's what you truly believe in your heart, You're still going to get exposed by me, somebody who you believe used to be like you. So therefore, I know you really well. There it is there. Hold that. Hold it. But in order for your narrative to be real, you got to discredit a lot of different things. You got to discredit, first of all, the fact, as I said, that I was the only person ever charged. You got to discredit that. You can't. You got to discredit what the SEC.gov says currently when you run the name ACI Capital Group in their investment advisor public disclosure form. You got to discredit those assets. You can't. It's still public information, still available today. Okay, now you got to discredit a couple of other things. You have to discredit my legitimate credentials. You got to discredit that. You can't. It's verifiable. Anybody can go to my LinkedIn, click on it, read it, and there you go. It's there. And the kind of institutions that I got education from, like the Corporate Finance Institute, hey, this same institute is teaching these same concepts and contracting with such organizations like JP Morgan, Citibank, Bank of Montreal, Royal Bank of Canada. So this is and not only that, they're so credible that if you hold a CPA designation, you can actually get continuing professional education credit towards maintaining your license simply from taking the courses at that organization. So you're not going to be able to discredit that. Okay, if you looked at my LinkedIn, you realize that I got some Harvard education. If you read my bio, right, it tells you that I studied at Harvard via edX.org because I was smart enough to understand that Harvard University and a lot of other top-end universities created an online learning initiative with edX.org to provide, right, high-quality education at a much lower price to make university level education more accessible to people. And so while you cannot get a degree with those courses, you're still getting top quality college education that's verifiable with the certificate that you get from completing the course. So the fact of the matter is, I still got Harvard education, and there's nothing you can do to discredit that either. Make it make sense. I'll wait. See, but you don't want to talk about those things. How about we talk about the testimonials that are on my website and on my LinkedIn from credible people, right? Credible people. Like one of which is featured on the Walmart website. I mean, let's be real here, right? So, I mean, let's go. Where you at? I need you to address those things and discredit those things. Oh, but you can't. Okay, but let's leave all of that, right? And let's talk about something else. How about all of the content I put out, hashtag for the free, for the community? All of which is 100% factual and irrefutable and easily researchable to where a person can, I break it down so well that a person can research it on their own from third-party sources and verify everything that I'm saying is 100% fact. So I'm going to need you to discredit that as well while you're talking. I need you to do that. I need you to break that down. I need you to explain how that works. So if under your narrative, right, the narrative that you want everybody to believe, if I'm not nothing but a scammer or I was a scammer back then where did I get all of that knowledge from? Don't you worry. I'll wait. I need you to explain where I got all of that knowledge from, all of that experience from, where I got those credentials from. How did I cheat that? How did I scam that? See, that's the thing. Proof is in the pudding. There's no substitution for the proper command of subject matter, baby. And the proper command of subject matter is irrefutable. And one thing about it, you can't read experience. And from the type of content that I put out, hashtag for the free, you already know I'm experienced. Which is what scares you the most. Because I'm credible enough to expose you. And you know people gonna hear what I gotta say because I break it down. And they know I come from it from a very factual standpoint. I put a point on that. I make it plain. I make it clear. That's what hurt your feelings so much. But let's digress it. Let's digress away from that because you're not gonna be able to refute any of that. So we ain't even worried about that. But let's take it a step further, right? I find it strikingly odd, right, that after I start exposing people, right? So let's start. Let's go. So one person, right, he was upset because, he was rocking with me at first when I was with his narrative, right up until I disclosed the fact that I wasn't happy that, and mind you, I'm not a supporter of Jay Morrison in any way, shape, or form. I'm highly critical of that person. Y'all know that. I've done a few videos on that guy right there. But at the end of the day, right, when you deal with someone, when you talk about someone and what they're doing, keep it professional. You don't have to attack the man's wife personally and put out revealing photos of her personally, right, as a way to try to discredit something. That's not cool. That you don't do that. That's a black woman at the end of the day. That's still a black woman. She's still a human at the end of the day. Stick to the narrative. Stick to the facts of the professional situation. Attack the facts. Don't undermine or try to hurt a black woman simply because you don't like her husband and the fact that she's married to some guy that's harming the community. We can stick straight to those facts of what they're doing and why it's wrong and picking that apart and being able to do that, right? Doing it that way, right? Makes what you're saying so much more valid, so much more impactful, so much more powerful. But this person didn't like that I put that out there like that I said, hey, listen, at the end of the day, I appreciate what you're saying and what you're doing, but this is too far. This is wrong. Then all of a sudden I became his public enemy number one. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm going to still stand on my square at the end of the day, baby. Then we have, y'all remember when I exposed R&K Wealth Development and I broke that all the way down. So that person is hurt now too. So his guys is to create a fake page, right? And run around trying to follow all my followers, which you can't do anymore, right? And post all kind of things to try to, about something, again, that's 8 years old, to try to discredit me. His feelings is that hurt. And then we got one, of course, we got another one, right? He was hurt because I caught him lying on a panel. I called him out for what it was, and he had to backtrack and retract the statement, right? And decided that, because he was upset. And what's funny about him is he on the panel after I, just went all the way in and broke him all the way down and exposed it all for what it really was, right? Then the words out of his mouth were, I respected you at first, but now you trying to tear down a black man, and now you coming for me, but I respected you at first. Oh, you don't respect me no more because I'm putting out your tomfoolery for what it is, tomfoolery? Oh, so all of a sudden you don't respect me no more? Hey, bruh. Hey, that's not on me. You opened your mouth. You spouted off the lies. I just called you on it because you thought you was talking to a group of people that didn't know nothing. You didn't know you was talking to somebody that's damn near almost 15-year Wall Street veteran. So you thought you was going to kick out some nomenclature and terms that people didn't understand. You just happened to run into somebody that did. That's all. And you got called on it. Hey, man, that's not my fault. That's your fault. But I called you on it, and I don't regret it. And if I could do it all over again, I'd have done it the exact same way. Point blank, period. That's how that go. Hey, that is what it is. But see, here's the thing, right? So what you don't realize is that, and this is what they don't realize, right? And this is what I love about it. So what you got to understand, there's an old adage that says all press is good press, baby. Because while you over there doing all that y'all doing, trying to discredit me, hey, man, my subscribers going up. My views is going up. Hey, my followers is going up. I done had a person actually done paid several times now, like at least 2-3 times, to add fake followers to my page because I make the statement, don't buy fake followers. So he thought he was going to pay money to have fake followers added to my page as if that was going to discredit me. Number one, don't nobody care about none of that anyway. Let's start there. But number two, hey, man, I'm quick to remove them, and Instagram going to end up removing like 80 to 85% of them anyway when the algorithm catch it. I ain't tripping. You wasting your money. Know what I mean? But see, here's the crazy part. You wasting your money trying to do that when really what you could have done is spent that same, because right now you done spent about $150 at this point because you done tried this 3 times already. Bro, you could have took a course at edX.org and learned something and made yourself better. See what I'm saying? That's a bad use of money. You show who you are just in your efforts. But let me put it to you like this. I'm gonna help y'all out. Hey, listen. Everybody got a First Amendment right to free speech. You can issue your opinions as you see fit, right? But let me caution you, right? Because I'm only gonna caution you once. And one of y'all is already finding out the hard way what it is, right? But check this out, right? Yo, check this out. You got a First Amendment right to your free speech. But you better be damn sure that you well within the limits of the law. You better make sure that you following every policy, procedure, and regulatory requirement on these social media platforms. Because, bro, when you put my name in your mouth and you get it wrong, I promise you my team coming for you. We going to make an example. And one thing we going to do, we going to go as far as we need to ensure that you are held accountable and penalized for your actions. So tread lightly when you render your opinions about this one. Because one thing about it, just like you watching, baby, we watching too. And we just waiting for you to slip up. We just waiting for you to slip up so we can be right there to meet you where you at and show you who and what we about. See, that's the thing about that. And I hope that you didn't think that your actions are the reason that I was quiet for the last few days. Oh, no. No, not at all. Not at all, baby. That wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. Bruh, I was quiet because I do other things. You know what I mean? I have other endeavors outside of the hashtag for the free movement. You know what I mean? The hashtag Get Real Rope platform. You know what I mean? So every now and then I got to focus intently on those endeavors. And then get back to what I'm doing here. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, and this is the other point I want to draw out right here. I would want to draw this point out. While you doing all that talking over there, yo, bruh. Yo, my bad, y'all. I got a call. I have to, I'll call them back. But listen, check this out. While y'all over there doing what y'all doing, I need to remind y'all of something. It's very, 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 very important. Yo, 90 to 95% of everything I do for the African American community, my community, right? All this content I put out is hashtag for the free. It costs me more money in time and resources to do this, right? Than I make doing this. Because it's not my goal to make money off of this. Ain't nobody trying to get rich doing this. Bruh, I'm trying to benefit the community. So I'm trying to understand, brother, where you coming from. Yeah, I wrote 6 books and people are free to buy the books if they want to delve into, topics a little bit deeper. Yeah, people can book me for an assessment. Sure, right? People can consult if I'm willing to consult them. Sure. But at the end of the day, I don't put a gun to none of these people's head and say, in order to listen to my videos, you got to book me for an assessment. You got to buy a book. You got to know it's a choice. I don't require that from anybody. All I ask is for people to like, subscribe, follow, and share. That's all I ask. Because the more eyes get on this content, the more people are able to benefit. And that's what this is about at the end of the day. And I think that's what you fail to realize, right? You talking, trying to create a narrative on somebody who is doing 99 to 95% of the work that they do in the community, hashtag for the free. Something you can't even afford to do. Make it make sense. Y'all can't even afford to give away 90 to 90. First of all, bruh, 5% of what I know is more than what y'all know. That's the crazy part. And I give away 90 to 95% of my hashtag for the free, baby. So I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to make it make sense. You know what I mean? And here's the end of the day, right? People can believe what they want to believe. They can read whatever narrative and take whatever narrative they want to take from the situation. Hey, anybody that ain't dealing with me can unsubscribe at any time, unfollow at any time, all of that. You could do that. Hey, listen, don't nobody force nobody to read this content, listen to this content, learn things. But see, that's the thing. It costs them nothing to listen and learn. And since everything I'm putting out is factual, easily researchable, listening to what I got to say make them better. And it costs them nothing. And see, that's the thing that hurting y'all haters right there, right? Because y'all got a little bit of basic information and you want to sell it. You mad that I'm giving it away for free. It's hurting them pockets, ain't it? Told y'all I was going to hurt them pockets. I told you. You mad because you done created a little hustle so you could get over on the community and try to get you some money real quick. You mad that I'm exposing it. Shutting it down. So that way you can't continue to do that. You hurt. Hey man, listen. It's going to be a lot more, y'all. Because I'm going to keep coming. See, one thing about me, I'm going to do what I do every day, right? And let me tell you the things I'm going to keep doing, right? Regardless of. I'm going to continue to steward my family's assets. Bottom line, period. I'm going to continue to come on here and give away this content hashtag for the free, right? I'm going to continue to have my books, right? I might write some more. Now, I'm going to continue, right, to allow people to book me for assessments that need it and allow people to consult that I feel I can work with. Hey, man, I'm going to continue to teach seminars, speak at seminars, trainings, workshops. I'm going to continue to speak at conferences. You know what I mean? I'm going to continue to advocate for criminal justice and social reform. I'm going to continue to do those things. And most importantly, I'm going to continue to expose people that need to be exposed. I'm going to continue to do that. Ain't nothing y'all going to say, nothing y'all going to do that's going to stop any of that from happening. Nothing. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere, so you can hold that. You could take your hurt feelings and do whatever you feel you gotta do, but let me caution you on one more thing, baby. If y'all decide y'all want to circle y'all wagons and coordinate together, I want you to know that in the federal law, that's called a conspiracy. Don't mess up. Don't mess up, baby. Don't mess up. And one of y'all done already messed up. Two of y'all actually done already messed up. We own you already and you don't even know it. See, what you fail to realize is me and my team, we most dangerous when we quiet. See what I'm saying? I don't gotta talk. I don't gotta tell you what I'm gonna do to you. I'm gonna just let it happen. And you gonna find out on your own who you really dealing with. I ain't nothing to be played with, bro. I just look like this. Don't get it confused. I'm not slow. I'm not dumb. And unlike you, I got the access to the resources and capital to make it happen. One thing about it, that's a fact. So I'm never concerned, baby. I'm never concerned. But you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all though for the new subscribers and the new followers and you know what I mean, the growth and the views. I wasn't even looking for that, man, and I got that. So I mean, hey, I won. I'm winning. And I'm going to keep winning. And here's the cool thing about it, right? Keep watching, baby. I'm just getting started. I'm just beginning to stretch my legs. I'm just warming up. Keep watching. Because one thing I learned in life a long time ago, time tells on anything and everyone. So if you really want to know what I'm about, if you on the fence trying to figure out who I am and if I'm what they say I am or if I'm what I say I am, hey baby, keep watching. Cause I can show you much better than I can tell you. You're going to find out for yourself. Cause you're going to keep reading about me. You're going to keep hearing my name in the press. I'm going to keep doing interviews. Because I'm actually somebody that people actually really want to talk to. Really want to talk about. And the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to point this out too. Yo, bro, y'all got a lot of time on y'all. And y'all haters got a lot of time on y'all hands. I just want to point that out. Boy, y'all got an awful lot of time on your hands. I'm trying to understand what you do for a living. Because it seems like y'all working hard all day on little old me while I'm over here getting money. Y'all over here trying to figure out how to get at me all day. I know this ain't making you no money. Coming from me ain't making you no money because I certainly ain't paying you a dime. So I'm trying to understand what you do for a living. Help me understand. I'm trying to understand what, I mean, you supposed to have all these, y'all people supposed to have all these businesses and supposed to be successful and all of it. Bruh, I can't tell. Because y'all got time to sit around on social media all day and mess with me. Trying to come for me. Something that ain't paying you no money. So help me understand what y'all really do for a living. If you got that much time to be on social media all day, heck, when I'm benefiting the community, I only come on maybe once a day, once every couple of days. I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to figure it out. Make it make sense. Y'all, I need y'all to make it make sense. Huh? Anyway, y'all, that's all the time I got for the haters. You know what I mean? I can't invest no more time in the haters. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and load this to YouTube as well. You know what I mean? So my haters can listen to it real nice and good. You know what I mean? But anyway, listen, y'all. For everybody else, as always, I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Taking the time to listen to your boy. You know what I mean? I appreciate, y'all who reach out and tell me that y'all learning things from, the things that I put out. I'm glad because that's the goal, right? To increase the level of financial literacy overall in our community. So I appreciate y'all that reach out and tell me that the content that I'm putting out is benefiting y'all and asking me to keep doing it. I appreciate that. I tell y'all I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to keep doing what I do. You know what I mean? Thank y'all who have bought books and read those books, and gave me feedback on those books. I appreciate that those books provided even more clarity and more insight and that you benefited from it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, y'all, check me out, right? As I always say, like, subscribe, follow, share this content with anybody that you think can benefit. Because the more eyes we get on this content, the more people will be able to benefit. You know what I mean? So with that said, yo, I'm out. I holla.